Minagoya be namakota shemacha NAKON'I'A techina.
Qu'Appelle, NAKON'I'A, Theresa Owach. Today, ambanen wachegia abikta. Today we're going to talk about prayer. And I started to write it up here. I'm going to spell it. I'm going to write it like it's spelt. I'm not going to worry about my spelling. Wachegia. Wachegia. And that is to pray. To pray. Some of the words that we associate with prayer is to listen. Anohopa. Anohop. Anohopa. And that is to listen. Now, you know, if you remember, like some of the stories from the elders, they say that our language, it comes from Noah, from our songs, and this is to sing. And then also, another word we associate with prayer is ushiga, and that is to be poor. We associate these words with prayer like the ushiga, that's how you say it, I'm sorry, ushiga, is like to be poor, not in a sense as money-wise, mazaska-wise, it's more in a sense of the like generosity. And I'm actually going to go through a couple of those, the Nakoda values, the Nakoda donach, or the Nakoda watichen, what we call them, they're Nakoda values. And those are a lot of the values that we pray for. You know, we don't pray for money, or we don't pray for to be rich, or, you know, we pray, well, we should be praying for compassion, respect, honesty. I came across today a word that I hadn't heard in a long time, and I'll share that with you. But we're going to go over some of the Nakoda values that we can pray for. Now, there's two ways. I've seen two ways. It's Nakon donach or Nakon watichen. And those are Nakoda values. Watichen. And I guess I spelt it watichin. Watichin, Nakoda values. The first Nakoda value I'd like to tell you about is omagia. It means to help. It can also mean to help, but omagia omagia. And what that when we pray, when we say omagia, we're talking about compassion. We're praying for compassion when we say omagia. That's why I'm writing it like this too, so that will help you, because it helps me. Omagia. We're praying for compassion. Another thing that we might pray for, and that is wakogipesh, and that is courage. Now, there's other words that we can use. These are the words that we're using today. There's other words that you can use for courage when you're using your prayers, but this is the words that I found that or most often used in the prayers, and I'm just sharing them with you. Another word we find in another word that we often use in prayer too, niha, niha. And what that translates to is fortitude. And you're probably thinking, what does fortitude mean? And fortitude is that niha. When you ask for that niha, that fortitude, it's to face your maybe your pain or your any problems that come at you in life, to face those with courage. That's what that to niha means, is to face your problems or the things that life is throwing at you with courage. And that's a good one to pray for. Or another word we use is generosity. We pray for Odabi Yuhabi. And it's Odabi Yuhabi. And that is to be generous. I guess that's what the Odabi Yuhabi is, to have a lot. And that's generosity. Generosity. Another thing something that we might pray again for is the choha, choha. Or winjak, winjak, which is truth. This is honesty. And winjak. And that is truth. Some of the things that you might want to use, words that you might want to use in your prayers. Another word that I like to, besides honesty and truth, is humility. Humility. And how we say humility is Ioda unk umbi. Ioda unk umbi. Spelt Iodia. Sorry, I didn't say it. Iodia. And this is humility. And I would say Io di ya unk umbi. Iodiak unk umbi. And that is humility. Do you like it better when I do them like this here? I just think it's easier to, because some of these are, even I had problems articulating some of these. Quesaba, quesaba. You play for quesaba. And that is wisdom. Quesaba, to pray for quesaba. And then you'll notice a lot of the, especially when you're going to ceremony or aho, they say. It's spelt like this here, and what it is, it's an expression of humility. And I noticed that if you'll notice when you go to ceremonies that the man who does the pipe carrier, he'll say that at the end of his prayers, and it's just an expression of humility. I noticed the men, unfortunately, I have not heard a lot of women praying, but I do know that the men use this. I'll have to ask some of the ladies if the women use it. Okay, I've prepared a short prayer. There's so much that we can pray for. There's so many ways to pray. But this is just a little short prayer to help you maybe develop your own prayer. We all have different traumas and trials in our life, and we all don't pray for the same thing. But today, because we are doing language, I'm going to incorporate a prayer for language. Now, one of the first things that we like to do is address our Creator with prayer. And we like to call him Ade Wakantang. And that is our Father in heaven. It will translate to our Father in heaven. For me, when I pray, one of the first things I like to do is I like to give thanks. So let's give thanks, okay? Abba ne wopina. I give thanks for this day. Abba ne wopina. It's another beautiful day we're given. I like to say, Ake amba washte unk ubi. You have given us another beautiful day. Unk ubi, you have given us another day. Panamaya adewakanta. Thank you, our Father. Again, I'm saying thank you again. Now, there are different ways to address, to address our Father in heaven, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call. but these are pretty common practices. Well, we gave thanks now. Now again, I'm going to talk a little bit about this road that we choose to walk. Ochanga nen omani bi. Ochangu nen omani bi. This road that we're walking on. Nina tachiga. We all have daily trials. And sometimes they're hard to get over, So it's very hard. Some days are very hard. It's nina tachiga, Some of us have lost loved ones. There's been lots of deaths in the communities, These times are hard and they're trying. Adewa Kanta, I'm going to address them again. Only because I hear the elders doing this, so I'm addressing again. And then I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to ask them to help me. O magiawo NAKON'I'A bi ne. So here I am. I'm asking for help. Or I think what we said was compassion. It also translates to. But here I'm asking for help. Omagia, help me. NAKON'I'A bi ne. This Nakoda language. Dayama help me, this Nakoda language, help me to hear it. Good. Daya manach help me to hear it good. Shechen mish daya iwayakt. This way, me too, I will speak well. So, Jechen, this is why I'm asking for help. Mish, myself. Daya, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to speak it. I'm going to iwayakt. Iwayakt. I am going to speak it. This Nakoda language, if you help me listen to it good, then me too, I am going to be hear it. Then I'm asking again, NAKON'I'A kanta. Hear me. Hear me, our Father in heaven. Penamaya. And then I'm saying thank you again at the end. Just a very, very short prayer. You can add into it, you can revise it whatever way you want. It was just a short prayer because I'm doing language. I just asked, the Creator to help me, because Nakoda has very, very unique and distinct sounds, like, to those stops and those gutturalizations, to help me hear them good so that I can articulate good too. And that's one of the things that I pray for every day. And just a short prayer to help you maybe start your own prayer at home. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I know it was a short one today. Tanamaya hambawashte yuha akawichim nagint.
Minagoya be namakota macha NAKON'I'A techina